Good evening, students. Welcome back to the another session of our English online class. Are you all happy today? Okay, always be happy and enjoy learning. Are you ready for today's class? Very good. So let's start. Before going to the next part of lesson making a shower, let's rewind our previous English class. Students, what is the name of the lesson that we are going through? Yes, Life with Grandfather. Then who is the author of Life with Grandfather? Keshavan Shankarapillai. Can you tell me what is this story about? The story is about Raja, a little boy growing up under the care of his grandparents. In the previous class, we went through the first part of the lesson, My Home, didn't we? Yes. So, what have we discussed in that class? Can you remember? Yes, we discussed about Raja's family, his home, and its beautiful surroundings. So, what did you understand from the part My Home? Raja's guardians were his grandparents, and even if the grandfather was very strict, Raja liked and loved his life with grandfather. Raja also liked the surroundings, which brought more color to Raja's life. Students, do you all like rain? Yes, of course. There is nobody who doesn't like rain. Did you ever bath in rain? Yes, it's a wonderful experience, right? Here, Raja also liked that. Students, now all of you just imagine that there is your friend who is standing under a tree after a heavy rain. So the leaves in that tree is full of raindrops. At that time, an idea comes to your mind. What will be that idea? Can you guess? There is no doubt at that time you will shake the tree for making a shower just for a fun. Am I right, students? Students, now look at this picture. What can you see here? Yes, very good. Here you can see Raja and his grandfather standing under a tree. What is Raja doing here? Raja is shaking the tree and making rain, and both of them are bathing in that shower. Now, it's understood that Raja is a very naughty boy. I think you are waiting anxiously to know more about Raja. Am I right? Yes. Now, let's go to the second part of the lesson, making a shower. Now, all of you open your English text and take page number 13. Students, do you know the meaning of shower? Shower means slight fall of rain. So, what is the title? The title is Making a Shower. So, here who is making the shower? Yes, Raja is making shower. It is understood from the picture itself, right? Students, I am going to read the first paragraph. All of you listen carefully. It was an evening after a heavy rain. Grandfather was picking flowers from the jasmine bush under the sandalwood tree. The leaves of the tree were full of raindrops. I knew I could make rain if I shook the tree, and grandfather and I would get a good shower. I liked bathing in rain, but he might not like it. But it would be great fun. So, what was the time there? Yes, very good. It was an evening. What was the grandfather doing? Yes, very good. Grandfather was picking jasmine flowers from the jasmine bush which was growing under the sandalwood tree. The first sentence says that there were heavy rain before that evening. So the leaves of that sandalwood tree were full of raindrops. Here you understood that Raja is very naughty, didn't you? Yes. Here, Raja saw his grandfather standing under the sandalwood tree picking jasmine flowers. Raja knew that the tree were full of raindrops. At that time, he got an idea that if Raja is shaking the tree, then the raindrops will fall down from the tree and can make a good shower. Thereby, Raja and his grandfather can bath in that shower. Raja thought that it would be a great fun. But Raja's grandfather didn't like this kinds of fun. Students, what is the meaning of bush? Bush means a low plant with many branches that arise from the ground. You can see the picture. Then, what is the meaning of sandalwood tree? A hard tropical wood with a sweet smell and is used to make perfume. Did you see this picture? Shower. Shower means light fall of rain. Shook is the past tense of shake. Shake means the act of moving something backward and forward or up and down in quick short movements. What is the meaning of fun? Fun means enjoyment. Students, did you understand this paragraph? Now we are going to the next paragraph. All of you listen carefully. So I quietly went near the sandalwood tree and shook it with all my strength. There was a heavy shower, and both grandfather and I were soaked. I loved it, but grandfather did not. He turned to me with an angry look. I was sure he would catch me and beat me. So I ran. He ran after me. I ran fast, but he ran faster. He had almost caught me when he stumbled and fell. I ran away to the paddy fields and hid myself there. I heard grandfather shout that he would teach me a lesson when I came back home. Do you want to know what happened there? Yes. Raja fastly went near the sandalwood tree and shook the tree with all his strength. At that time, both Raja and his grandfather were bathed in that heavy shower. Raja enjoyed that, but what about grandfather? Did he like that? No, he didn't like that. Students, if you are doing this to your grandfather, what will be your grandfather's reaction? I think most of them will get angry. Am I right? Like that, here Raja's grandfather became so angry and he looked at Raja angrily. Then what happened? Raja began to run because he was sure that the grandfather would punish him. Grandfather ran after faster than Raja, but grandfather fell down. At that time, what did Raja do? Yes, Raja ran to the paddy field and hid there. Here, grandfather shouted at him that he would teach him a lesson when Raja is coming back to home. Here, the meaning of quickly is very soon. Heavy means of great density. Soak, to put something in liquid for some time so that it becomes wet. Here you can see a man who was soaked in water. Beat means to strike a person violently. Here you can see that a man is beating a child. Stumble means to hit the foot against something while walking or running and almost fall. Look at this picture. Here a man was stumbled. Hide. Keep out of sight. Look at this picture. Here a man is hiding from someone. Shout. Utter a loud cry typically as an expression of a strong emotion. Here a man is shouting. So students, did you understand this paragraph? Now let me ask you a question. What was the reaction of the grandfather when he was soaked in shower? Yes, some of you are saying the correct answer. Here, grandfather turned to Raja with an angry look. Right. I think you all understood this paragraph. So now I am going to read the next paragraph. So what you have to do is listen carefully. Okay. I did not want to go home because I feared grandfather would beat me. I stayed on in the fields. It was getting dark. I was afraid to stay there alone in the darkness. I remembered all the ghost stories I had heard. I stood up, looked around, and then ran towards home. Students, if you are doing anything wrong to your grandfather, you will definitely feel fear of him. Am I right? Like you all, here Raja feared his grandfather. So Raja didn't go to home, so that he stood there in the paddy fields. As it was getting dark, Raja was getting afraid to stay there alone. Students, are you also like Raja? I know that most of you are afraid of darkness and also afraid to stay somewhere alone in darkness, right? Students, what all things come to your mind when you are alone in darkness? I think most of you will remember the ghost stories, isn't it? Yes, like you all, when Raja was alone in darkness, he remembered all the ghost stories. Then what happened? Yes, then Raja stood up and looked around and then he ran towards his home. Now, shall we go through the meanings of some words? Fear means be afraid of something or someone. Look at this picture. These eyes shows fear. Afraid, feeling fear. Here the boy is feeling fear. So students, did you understand this paragraph? So I want to ask you a question. Raja did not want to go home. Why? Yes, because he was feared grandfather would beat him. What was Raja remembered when he was alone in darkness? Yes, some of you are telling the right answer. Raja remembered all the ghost stories when he was alone in darkness. So I hope that you understood this paragraph. All of you study the meanings of the difficult words given in this video. Don't forget to read the remaining paragraphs in this part. So I hope you all enjoyed today's class. So students, we will meet in the next class. Thank you, dear students.